Turn it on, Kevin.
And we'll from in a bottle that was so very real. Even in your tell the dying bottle from the one that owed us all. Right. We float around and look up in the sky. I catch a bottle and we always say a lie. The tower that we looked at was so mighty grand. The greatest catch of the bottle ever seen throughout the land. Are you going to start? Let's go on. Some plans. When they know just where they are. They know where they see them. They can't get far. We walk around and look up in the sky. I catch a bottle and we always say no lie. The tower that we looked at was so mighty grand. The greatest captain bottle ever seen throughout the land.
That's true.
Into the party really is a sight. There is a great commotion when the kids begin to fight. Everybody take a ride. They all want the window on the catch a bottle side. Yeah. We all zoom around and look up in the sky. I catch a bottle and we all explain no lie. The tower that we looked at was so mighty grand. The greatest catch of bottles ever seen throughout the land. It is a landmark for the year in which the people they always say no lie. The tower that we looked at was so mighty grand. The greatest catch of bottle ever seen throughout the land. I don't have a microphone, but this is working the camera. So, anyway, first of all, I'd like to say thanks to everybody for being here today. We have a couple of special guests. David Hughes is right behind the camera. Is tipping his hat. He's from Collinsville Paint Company in Louisville, Kentucky, and they are the people that built the Catsup bottle. His morning flies out to hours, so thanks for coming. He's going to figure out for us exactly what his bottle is built, because we can't really figure it out.
Right.
So, also, Justin from Tanemic in Kansas City, we owe a great deal to, well, not on the Collinsville Paint, provided us with the history and all the information we needed for the bottle, but we also have a paint company that came through for us. We didn't have enough. We knew we weren't going to be able to make it without some help. And the Tanemic Paint Company out of Kansas City came forward and donated all the paint for the project, which is a tremendous donation. We are so thankful. So we have 4 people here today that have come in from Kansas City. George Barber, his wife Sandy are back here, and Bob Leslie, wave your hand, and Bob's wife Pam. So thank you. When you go by the bottle, there's a sign up at the top around the railing, and it's really wonderful because it says only one preservative, right? Tanemic. For those of you that don't know, Tanemic is cement spelled backwards. I feel like we got a lot of cement on that bottle. Thank you very, very much. We also have just the painters from Diversified Coating. We have Cindy Starter. Now, their dads, Rod Reinick, his wife, Lori, and Rod and Cindy's dad is what do you say? Anyway, it's different. It's a family thing. Diversified Coatings is painting the bottle for us, and they're doing a beautiful job. We're very thankful. Rod is the chief crew member. He's in charge of the project, and Lori welcomed him home, and he's been pretty tired many a night. So thank you very much. I'm introducing people. We'll just keep going with it. Because my parents are here. Charles and Sally McCormick. My big brother Charles is not here. He is at work. But my sister Karen was here from Texas. And Todd, the sophomore. We also have the Sickerberg family here. We're very pleased. It's wonderful to have Sickerberg. Mr. Sickerberg's father was responsible for the idea of building that bottle. So the family is here. We have Mr. Sickerberg, Gary or Gerhard Schott Sickerberg Jr. CSS that you see at the top of the bottle, those are his father's initials. So we're glad you're here. They live in Belleville. His wife, Mary Dean, is next to him. And we have two of their three children. Is that correct? Right? Ann is here, and Ellen Mannion. Got it. Ellen lives in St. Louis, and they also live in Virginia. So anyway, we're glad you all are here. Needless to say, I'm duty to Moise with the Catsup Bottle Preservation Group, and I'd like each of the members of the group to Jim, I'm sorry, is Larry here? Okay. Jim Ricker and his wife are in back here, wave to us. These are our wonderful bottle owners. Oh. We're grateful to Beth Electric for purchasing the bottle because I believe it would have been gone had they not done that. It came with the warehouse, I have to say. The other thing that, Works Foods wanted to take that bottle with them to Mount Summit, and thank goodness it cost too much. So, I didn't leave the town. We're just thankful for their support for the project. They've been very, very positive. Once you start on this, there's like a million people here. The main date has known to us from Joseph Dispatch, and we wrote a good article, brought in a lot of money to us, and we got this ticket at the Catsup Bottle. Leave anybody out? Irving's here. Thank you, Irving. And we have the committee. I need to go ahead and have the committee introduce themselves, and then we have the proclamation committee. So if we could, April Ryan, Betty Wrigley, John Paul,
Leon Sager,
Bruce Damon,
Mary Monroe, William McCormick,
Wade McCormick.
Gary Dolly,
and Kimball.
Blind Berkeley. Yes, wonderfully good. Son, that's right. Also, I have one thing I'd like to present real quickly to Raj. Come forward, please. I have a lot of witnesses here. For a lot of witnesses here, this is our second payment. You guys like this day. Close out our account. We've got $38,720. Our second payment, that's $58,000 to be paid, and when you finish, we'll pay you out.
All right.
Okay. And I did have, I know I talked a lot, but I did have a few things I wanted to say. Our ketchup bottle was a dormant, neglected, well-loved ketchup bottle. It was the world's largest ketchup bottle. Few people really knew who built it. I mean, people did, not very many. Some people said no one cares about it. Well, we knew in our hearts that it was something that needed to be remembered, something that we had to think about, something that we wanted to smile about, and something had to be done to save it. So we knew, and all the people of Collinsville, I think, knew that the bottle provides a sense of place in the same way that, when you're in Paris, you see the Eiffel Tower, and you're there. In the same way, when you're in Collinsville, you see the ketchup bottle, you're here. We've called it roadside architecture at its best, as you see on our t-shirts. and we recognize it as a 20th century landmark. We really feel like it's worthy of the national publicity. It's definitely Catsup well preserved, which is also an active t-shirt. And to date, we've sold over 5,000 shirts. I think 1,000 of them today. Doris just handed me this morning's total. We were there for 2 hours, and we sold $2,500 for $2,560.
Wow.
And then David Dooms came from Caldwell Tanks and liked the shirt so much he threw in another 500, so we've been over 1,000 In addition to selling shirts, we've begged for pennies, we've begged for dollars, we've begged for pro bono professional services, which we've certainly received from the graphic designer to the lighting engineer, the architect for the lights. And to date, we've raised over $60,000. We've collected a zillion stamps with hopeful hearts, and we packed up 400 shirts to ship them across the country. We've learned how to throw auctions, how to have a parade, and it was good. We have learned to eat hot dogs for breakfast. We've learned to sell orange juice to Route 66. And, well, people from Route 66 when they came to Collinsville got orange juice. And we've signed a Catsup Bottle song. So we have prayed together, we've laughed together, we've been tired together. We've lived and breathed Catsup for about 2 weeks, especially my family, my husband. Anyway, today we feel like we really live into the rebirth of our landmark, and we must continue our thoughts through community pride. We've started awareness in Collinsville of our roots, and we've offered a chance for everyone to share in our process along the way. We've allowed for ownership in Collinsville's rich history, and we really feel that our history is not a generic one, but it's filled with local uniqueness. We really value that local uniqueness that makes us different. It's by the grace of our Creator that our committee members have been joined together. We don't feel that it's happen chance. Each person has brought his or her own unique talent and ability to this project. Together we've achieved a great task. So today we celebrate and recognize our landmark bottle, and we must give thanks to God as the giver of all gifts. We give thanks to each other. All the committee members have been just unbelievably wonderful. I thank my husband and my children for their support, and they've really been good. Brooke and Beth have been involved in everything. Brooke's name is Brooke, just like her father. And Beth, as she says, Beth is just Beth Becker. Anyway, I really want to say thanks to them for the wonderful support. And also each of the committee members for your loyalty and hanging out. I don't think any of us knew what we were doing, although we would all do it again. And each and every person who purchased a shirt or made a donation even of $1, we really are grateful for that, because we think it's that whole concept of working together to make it work. So, last of all, I'd like to thank everybody for the privilege of leading this great restoration. It's really been interesting. I learned a whole lot, and basically, I'm on all of this. God be the glory for the success of this project, and thanks to everyone that's worked so hard to get this done. I think the whole community was
Here, here.
We thought it was this country about it, but we didn't have a chance. And Mary and I was too old.
I was ready.
We're all too old, and we needed something real nice and bright to come along. So listen, what I want to do is think about all this in here. I'd like to give a toast. I've been to this place all my life, and my husband has had to put up with me. So I would like to give a toast to Chuck and Marcy. You're very well said. Okay. We have a proclamation too. We're ready for that, and we also want Wade has a poem that he'd like to read to us.
The city would like to express appreciation to the committee by presenting the committee with a replica of the proclamation that we'll make next week Catsup Bottle Appreciation Week. It'll be read by Mayor Sarah at the Monday night's meeting. It reads as follows. Whereas 47 years ago, a local businessman addressed a problem at his ketchup factory by erecting a unique water tower in the likeness of the Brooks ketchup bottle, and whereas over the years the bottle has meant many things to many people, and those who grew up in or passed through Collinsville have fond memories of the bottle and what it meant to them and their families, and whereas when the bottle was in danger of demolition, an energetic group of citizens, the Ketchup Bottle Preservation Group, voluntarily began a nationwide effort to save the bottle and raise the funds necessary to renovate and maintain the structure, and whereas in its pursuit of preserving a landmark, this group has brought worldwide recognition to the bottle and to the city of Collinsville. Therefore, I, Vince Sarah, Mayor of Collinsville, will proclaim the week of June 5 Ketchup Bottle Appreciation Week and ask the citizens of our community to recognize the efforts of the Ketchup Bottle Preservation Group and do what you can to help the group reach its goal of preserving this landmark for future generations.
Wonderful.
Congratulations. Sure.
Thank you.
Great.
This poem was called Just a Water Tower. Solemnly it stands on our southern edge, a tribute against the sky. It stands in rusting silence as a remembrance of days gone by, when the lovely fragrance of ketchup, wafted on a summer breeze, drifted down our quiet streets, our waiting nostrils to flee. Many the heart was gladdened when the ketchup whistle blew, sounding the changing of the guard and calling a starting crew. That ketchup bottle water tank stood as a symbol to all the land of a growing industry in our Collinsville town, and the sight of it was grand. My dad and my grandpa and my father-in-law all worked at Brooks back when they were able, and the wages earned under the ketchup tank put food on many a table. Back when tomatoes were plentiful and farmers planted hundreds of acres each spring, back when Collinsville was a booming town and the ketchup bottle reigned as king. Now the factory whistle is silent and the lovely odor is gone, but the ketchup bottle water tank still stands for us to look upon. Though it is getting on in years and its paint is flecked with rust, it's a monument to days gone by that is a tribute that's been placed in our trust. Many the travelers from across the nation have paused in their journey to see that ketchup bottle water tank since it has come to be. The time has come to restore it, for to lose it would be a terrible loss. But I would ask the question, was it really filled with sauce?
Oh, marvelous.
I think maybe probably the oldest person in the gathering here has a memory that only a few of you have heard me share. I'm sorry to say that April may have to hear it a second time. A few others, three, but not very many. I'm in high school. I got on my bicycle. I go down to the ketchup factory on a Saturday morning. I hunt up the manager. His name is Ed Borovica. He said, well, it just happens that you've come at a good time because Mike Shutter, who runs the kitchen up on the third level up there, needs a helper today. So he said, go up there. I went up to the third floor where the vats were, and Mike said, he said, I have to go downstairs and make some arrangements with various departments down there. But he said, here's a push room, and you might sweep up a little here while I'm gone. So I go around like the room and I sweep. The more I sweep, the more I bring out. And I get under the vats. The vats haven't been cleaned up. And I'll go in the corners and in the closet, and I just keep pulling the trash out, piling it in the little piles, Now I think I ought to put this in one big pile and get rid of it somehow. So I pile it into a big pile right out close and to the back. And after a while, the cook department, Mike Shutter, comes upstairs and he sees all of that pile of trash there on the floor of the kitchen. And he said, looks at me and he says, "My God, are you trying to close this place down?" I said, "Why, no." Why, he said, if an inspector came through here and saw that pile of trash right here by the vats, he'd close this place down just like that. He said, "Get it out of here. We never know when an inspector's going to come. There may be one down there now on the way up. Get it out of here." And I said, "Well, I looked for a shovel and couldn't find one." He said, "Get in the salt bin there and get that shovel out of the salt bin." And he said, "You can wash it off with water afterwards." So I set it the salt. Then I say, "But I don't know what to do with it." He said, "What to do with it? Why, there's a window there. Push open. Just go it out that window." And I said, "But they're working, they're been working on the railroad down there right under that window." He said, "After the first shovelful, they'll get out of the way." Anyhow, I cleaned up the kitchen for him.
Well, thanks everyone. I think that concludes our fun, and thanks to the committee. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, it's the congratulations to the whole community.